Dear viewers, welcome to Roloff Family Latest News. Watch the full video and give your valuable comments. Thank you. The season 25 finale of Little People, Big World has left fans wondering what will happen to the long-running TLC reality show, especially as it marked the end of Zach and Tori Roloff's journey. The couple first revealed their decision to quit on their podcast Raising Heights in February 2024, citing familial disagreements as the reason. Zach Roloff announced their departure with the following words: "We are not coming back, and we made that very plain the last cycle. This last cycle was difficult for the family and the farm deal, but we're done with it. We have moved on." His wife also stated that with mounting tensions over ownership of the family land, it became difficult for the two of them to continue filming. The 25th episode of the show included parents Matt and Amy Roloff, their partners Karen Chandler and Chris Merrick, as well as Zach and Tori Roloff and their 3 children. The other adult Roloff children, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, have all left the show throughout the years. However, because Zach Roloff was the only person in the family born with dwarfism outside his parents, he inevitably became one of the show's primary characters. Now that the pair has decided to leave the show, will the TLC show Little People, Big World continue without them? Following his son's resignation from the family show, the Roloff family patriarch has spoken out about his side of the story. Matt Roloff wrote a lengthy Facebook post outlining all of the reasons why Little People, Big World may be coming to an end. For starters, Roloff claimed that after season 25, he was no longer bound by a non-disclosure agreement with TLC, allowing him to speak much more freely. The reality star went on to address rumors regarding the show's future, revealing that several of his family members, including his fiancée, are no longer interested in filming. So even if the network renews the show, the Roloff family patriarch is unsure who will want to return for it. Matt Roloff's precise remarks in this situation were, "This is why do I think TLC is hesitant to disclose that the show has ended? Even though the family as a whole is enjoying being away from it all after 19 to 20 years. Karen and many other family members have publicly stated they are done with filming," he stated. He told Entertainment Tonight that if this is the end of the series, it is fine by him. He continued, 400 episodes or something, you kind of feel like you've done it all. But if there comes a case where we feel like we need to offer more, if the opportunity comes up, maybe. He also revealed that the family had originally planned to terminate the show in 2010 to return to normal. "I've even issued a press release to publicize the news." However, weeks after, TLC approached them about filming 6 specials, which led to the Wedding Farm season in 2012. Eventually, the show returned to its previous format. Roloff went on to add that he couldn't reveal anything about the show's future. But if it ends after season 25, he thinks TLC did a nice job on the season finale episode, hedging their bets and putting a nice button on the show and where the family members that still participate stands. Speaking of family, Matt Roloff stated that the show has always been a relationship-based program, and it was difficult given the clear divide between him and his son Zach Roloff to create the same type of stuff as before. Fans of the show are aware that the father and son's relationship has been strained for some time. It all began when Zach Roloff, the eldest son, discussed taking over the family property. However, when Matt chose to sell 16 acres of the farm without consulting anyone, his son felt betrayed. Their rivalry peaked when Matt Roloff offered his son a piece of land for $4 million, which Zach couldn't afford. The father and son argued for a year, and when Matt Roloff refused to accept his son's offer, he packed his belongings and relocated to Battleground, Washington, with his wife and 3 children. Then Matt Roloff went on record, claiming that his son had cut him off from his grandchildren. In the season 23 premiere of Little People, Big World, Matt Roloff and his fiancée stated that Zach and Tori Roloff had stopped bringing their children to the farm following their conflict. Matt Roloff expressed how difficult the separation had been for him, adding, "My job as a grandfather is to love my grandchildren, and the sad part is that you never get that time back." Zach's version of the story was slightly different. The Roloffs have been in the spotlight for over 20 years after appearing on the show in 2006 during the same podcast episode. When the couple announced their departure from the show, Zach Roloff revealed that he had his entire life filmed as a child. Roloff, who began appearing on the show at the age of 13, claimed that there are a few episodes and situations that he regrets, which explains why the reality couple did not want to put the same amount of pressure on their children. Zach and Tori Roloff were open about their son Jackson Roloff's discomfort with filming. Tori went on to say that as parents, they needed to honor their children's desires and walk away from the world of reality TV, especially since it had started bothering them. In the Little World, Big People Season 25 conclusion, Zach mentioned. He discussed how his relationship with his family had changed over time, confessing that while the farm was an important part of his life, he couldn't say the same for his children. However, he defended his children, adding, "No one is keeping grudges. No one is purposely avoiding going to the farm. There's simply no interest. The kids don't inquire, and we're not hiding anything from them. It's just that they don't ask and have their own room up here," alluding to his Washington property. In another episode of his podcast, Zach Roloff discussed the present dynamic between him and his father. The reality star acknowledged they didn't have much of a relationship. He also explained how after the filming was over, he gave himself and his father some space. But watching the show 6 months later reopened old wounds for him, especially since they hadn't resolved their issues. Roloff Jr. continued to criticize his father, alleging that he was still in denial and thought he had done nothing wrong. Zach used these precise terms to describe his father's behavior. This gossip is over. If you like the video, then give your opinion in the comment box and stay with us by subscribing the channel. Thank you.